Aloha, blessings. Welcome to this episode of Hold the Shekhinah. This podcast is here to support us and provide us inspiration and guidance in navigating these times of ascension, of soul expansion, supporting us in awakening, remembering, integrating, and embodying our soul essence, the infinite light that we are a part of. I am Aurea. I am a Magdalene priestess, Reiki master, energy and sound healer, and I am your host and your guide on this journey. In this episode, we are going to talk about the Hathors and their connection to the Pleiades. They are Pleiadian frequencies, even though they did not originate in the Pleiades. They are associated with the Pleiades, and the Pleiades are associated with Venus. So we are going to delve into the origins of the Hathors, the goddess Hathor, the Egyptian goddess Hathor, and we're gonna go into how these energies can support us, as well as receive a channeling from them. So these frequencies are very aligned with my soul. I have spent many lifetimes in the Pleiades. My soul has, not my physical body. Let me make that distinction. I am a channel, so that I am an intuitive, a channel, and I channel energy through my hands, as well as through my voice and through receiving downloads and information. So that's a little bit about me, and it's something that I've been connected to all my life. So the Hathors. Most people don't associate Hathor, the goddess, the Egyptian goddess, with the Hathors. Like sometimes it's a disconnect for people, but the goddess Hathor, is associated with the planet Venus, ancient Egypt, the Milky Way galaxy, and the 7 stars of the Pleiadian constellation, the 7 main stars of the Pleiadian constellation. And I'm hoping my mic stops acting up. So I know Mercury is in retrograde, but let's bring in the highest frequencies and no interference. Sometimes when we're channeling higher frequencies, there are disturbances in the field, so I always like to realign and ground, so that was what I just did. So the Hathors are associated with the 7 sisters, and they are 7 frequencies, healing frequencies. They represent 7 healing frequencies. There are also Greek myths that talk about the 7 sisters who were turned into the constellation of the Pleiades in the Eye of Taurus, well, close to the Eye of Taurus, because the god Zeus was wanting them, and whenever Zeus wanted a woman, he took a woman, and he normally begat more sons and daughters and gods and demigods because of his trysts. And his wife, the goddess Hera, was not often very happy or very benevolent to the women that he decided that he wanted to chase, which I find interesting because, yes, it takes 2 to tango, but, clearly this was this frequency's tendency to not know his boundaries. So, I don't know, that's another story for another time. But it is said that the 7 sisters decided to were turned into the 7 main stars in the constellation of the Pleiades, because they wanted to avoid Zeus's machinations, so to speak. But these frequencies are very pure, very high vibrational, and there are different higher frequencies in the constellation of the Pleiades. It's not just Pleiadian. The Lyrans escape to this star system. There are some Syrian genetics. There are other beings that exist in these higher dimensional planes. And the reason that they are higher dimensional planes is because they are closer to that unity consciousness. So they played a game of being physical and experiencing some level of duality, although not as extreme in polarity as our frequency. So our Earth chose to descend to this three-dimensional world where we would experience this duality on a much stronger and deeper level than on other planes. So those other civilizations, they ascended, they went through the same process that we're going through right now of bringing back that remembrance of our true soul essence, of our unity, and embodying that in our physical form, because that is what we are, that is this process that we're in. So they, because the Pleiadians and the Hathors and the Syrians and the Lyrans, they lent their genetics to the earth. They in a lot of ways have a soul contract with us. So they're there to support and guide us and offer us assistance. Now, they can't do this work for us. I do want to say that. However, they are there to lend their energetic support because it's very challenging, and they know how challenging the process was because they went through it. And they know that it's that much more challenging for us because we experience duality on a far greater, far more, I'm trying to find the right word. We experience it in a far stronger way, that's the closest I can get to it right now, than they did. Not saying one is better or worse, it's just simply the nature of the world that was created for this game here on Earth. And there are other planets that are other civilizations that are also undergoing this process. So the Pleiades, they are spoken about in many myths across the world. The Hathor was a goddess. She was actually a physical being. She came down to earth to assist the ancient Egyptians. She was the goddess of the afterlife. She was known as the goddess of the Western lands. She was depicted as a cow-headed goddess because of her connection to the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way being the milk of the cow that nourishes. So she was a very mother type goddess, healing frequency, goddess of fertility, of sensuality, of love, of beauty, associated with Venus as well, because Hathor in ancient Egyptian means Venus. So what I receive is that they started in Venus, and Venus was connected to the Pleiades. So they incarnated and supported civilization in Venus as Venus entered their ascension journey. And then they spent time in the Pleiades as well, connected to these different stars in the Pleiadian constellation. And Hathor, one Hathor, incarnated, but she held all of the codes of the other Hathors. And as she taught, and my head is tingling, so as she taught and disseminated the information in ancient Egypt, she awakened and activated the Hathor frequencies of the different stars specifically in different people. So different people receive different coding of each of these healing frequencies. And they prayed, they chanted, they danced, they drummed, they played the sistrum, they played the lyre, they played the flute. So these frequencies have a lot to do with sound, with vibration, and with light. So light is another iteration of sound vibration. So there's a spectrum of energy. There's energy that can be seen by the naked eye. There's energy that cannot be seen by the naked eye. There's energy that can be received by the auditory sensors in the ears. And there's energies that are beyond the human capacity to hear, but other animals can hear it. Dolphins with their sonar. Dogs can hear other frequencies. Cats can see and navigate between worlds easily. So they hold a very deep and mystical association with sound and vibration and creation, because sound creates the physical reality that we live. So a lot of their mystical traditions, so when you became an initiate in the Hathor mystery school, you would learn song, dance, you would learn let's tune in. You would learn the power of sound and of the word, and how the word would create and manifest your reality. Now, at that time, the earth was at a higher vibrationatory frequency. Okay, so the earth was at a higher resonance, and the earth was able to hold higher dimensional beings like the Hathors. And the Hathors were supporting humanity in awakening gifts, awakening their talents, awakening their interdimensionality, their connection to other dimensions and other worlds. And they did this, and their connection to manifestation and creation through sound. And because the earth was at a higher frequency, things manifested far more quickly than they do, say, now. So it was a very powerful time when they brought down their teachings of vibration, of frequency, of sound, of healing, and they utilized it to support and awaken people into embodying these higher frequencies in their physical body and utilizing it in order to expand, in order to fulfill their soul contract. And these frequencies, so everyone is attracted to different frequencies. Some are more attracted to like the Syrian dynamics. Others are more attracted to the Lyrans, other star systems, Andromeda. Some may be more attracted to Maldek, even though Maldek is a planet that no longer exists between the Earth and Mars, or is it Mars and Saturn? It's basically, the remnants of it is the asteroid belt. So there are different frequencies you can attune to. And Hathors, the reason that the goddess, once she and her retinue, the people that chose to ascend with her in physical form, once they ascended to the other star gateways, the goddess Hathor became like a symbol, like a deity to be worshipped. Of course, as time went by, the true meaning of her appearance in the world and what she activated in people, what the priestesses of Hathor activated in people, became lost and muddled, because over time distortion begins to creep in, and it's something that we must be very cautious about when we're studying the mysteries, to always remember our alignment to the infinite light, to always be redirecting ourselves to that North Star, so to speak. And the Hathors, she became, the goddess Hathor, the deity that was worshipped, and the teaching that you could actually attain these higher levels of consciousness slowly began to get lost in translation. Now we have the beautiful temple of Hathor at Dendera, which is a beautiful representation, and incredibly activating. I haven't had the chance to go there yet, but it holds the keys of the creation through sound, through vibration. And my connection to sound is through this lineage, through the Pleiades, through my connection to light and sound. And my channeling of light through my hands is through these frequencies of the Hathors, of the Pleiades. And they are, as I mentioned, higher dimensional. They are very powerful, very healing. Different ones activate different energy points in the body, but they also awaken different memories of lifetimes. In the Pleiades or in Venus, one of the light languages that I speak is incredibly Venusian, and it's very sensual, and it has a very sacral, yes, we know you're here. It has a very kind of creative energy to it, and it's funny because that wasn't a light language that I knew that I could channel until I channeled it in a master class. Well, it was kind of like a 7-day intensive energy healing coursework seminar with Gars. So she is one of my teachers, and one of my I consider her just a wonderful inspiration. So so I just channeled this light language. Normally, the light language I channel is more Aramaic sounding, which is quite interesting, and the connection with that was incredibly interesting when I actually began studying and learning in the mystery school with the Aramaic, working with the Aramaic language. So it's a lot of the ascended masters, so I'll finish that thought. So it's a very powerful language, Aramaic, as well as being able to channel the Pleiadian light language, Venusian light language. So my connection is through there to those frequencies. And so as I was about to say, these frequencies are incredibly healing. They're incredibly therapeutic. It's a lot of light and sound and tone, and it's very powerful and transformative, and it brings you a sense of peace. And for me, that's the biggest thing that I've learned with working with these energies is that sense of unity, that coming back into oneness, into wholeness, into knowing. That was an activation. So that was a throat activation and a clearing. There is a lot that comes through when we work with higher dimensional frequencies, and it will affect your physical, energetic, emotional bodies in different ways. Some of us may cough, some of us may burp, some of us may fart. Energy moves in different ways. So whenever you're receiving a sound activation or you are receiving an energy healing, just allow your body to process it in whatever way that it needs to. And remember that the energy will work on electronics in different ways as well. So right now it's kind of fuzzing up my microphone. And this is how energy works. Like energy is a field all around us. So it's very interesting to see how everything dovetails into each other. And so Venus is connected with the Pleiades, with the Hathors, with the Seven Sisters, with Egypt, with also Al-Andalus, which is the southern part of Spain that was part of the Muslim Caliphate, or Islamic Caliphate. But there was a point in time when the Iberian Peninsula was Moorish, and that was a very beautiful time of expansion, and a lot of the Kabbalistic texts came about, a lot of the mystery school, like the Sufism. There was a lot of intermingling of energies and of mystery school teachings, and it was a very powerful time. And a lot of the beautiful art in southern Spain, the Alhambra, was built during that time to honor the gods in that way. So there's a lot of beauty in the teachings, in these higher frequencies that are here to guide and support us. And let's see what wants to come through from the Hathors. Dearest ones, breath. Breathe deeply. Your breath is your anchor to the divine and to your body. Your breath is what gives life to your words, and your words create. There is magic and frequency and tone all around you. There is wisdom within you that becomes activated when you come in contact with different teachers, different beings, different teachings, different instruments, different modalities of healing, different lands, ley lines and vortices on the earth activate different things in your physical, energetic, emotional, spiritual bodies. But you don't have to physically be somewhere to connect to that frequency. All you need to do is think. Bring yourself to your heart. Breathe. Close your eyes and choose the frequency you wish to connect to, be it Avalon, Egypt, Aurea, the Pleiades, and allow yourself to receive the highest guidance and wisdom for your highest good and evolution. Allow your third eye to be awakened and activated. Allow your throat to open and expand in your expression, in your creation, in your manifestation. Allow your waters of your sacred womb to be purified, your body to be activated, filled with the brilliant God, Goddess light, remembering that light also attunes us to higher realms. You can choose a color frequency you wish to connect with, be it the frequency of gold, green, blue, or the deepest indigo. Each holds a resonance and different healing. Allow the sunlight to code your body with these frequencies. Allow the moon to awaken your intuition. Allow the earth to guide you into deeper remembrance of your mission on this earth. Remembering there is no separation, there is only oneness. Separation is an illusion of this world. And there are those who wish to keep you in fear in order to keep you in separation, to keep you from remembering your truth, the true nature of your essence, which is that you are infinite light, source, God, Goddess. You are creation. You are the Bereshit, creating infinitely. Creation, creating infinitely. When you sing, and some of you may think you are tone deaf, but you're not. You just haven't found the right frequency, the right vibration. Your voice connects you to the higher realms. Your voice connects you to the angelic, to the celestial, to the multidimensional. Your voice brings great codes and wisdom, the ability to heal. It's all within you. Everything that you wish and seek and desire, it's already there. Know that you are infinite. Hold the vibration. Choose the vibration, hold it, amplify it, anchor it in your body. Take aligned action to those frequencies. Get out of the mind. The mind is an ego trap that keeps you stuck in endless loops and circles. We must go deep. And this is why the planetary wisdom goes into different modes. It retrogrades, it moves forward, it retrogrades, moves forward. It retrogrades to allow you to realign, to reevaluate, to reconfigure, to receive the wisdom, and to receive one must be open. To receive one must connect with the heart. To receive one must allow. You cannot receive with a closed fist. Let go of the anger, let go of the fear, let go of the bitterness and the pain and the loss. Let go of all that no longer serves you and embrace your true essence. Embrace the infinite love light that exists within you. Embrace the beauty. Extend grace to self and others. Forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Just as your ascended Master Yeshua forgave. Many ascended beings walked this land. Many had teachings. They were teachings of liberation and of empowerment and of sovereignty. Over time, these teachings became distorted, but the true nature of those teachings are still there if you are willing to let go of the trappings, let go of the false ideologies, and align with the infinite light. There is a channel of infinite light that flows from the divine realms into the physical form. Purify, cleanse, clear, to allow this light to be embodied, to allow this light to guide you, to move you forward into deeper expansion, self-awareness, joy, bliss. Joy and bliss. Gift the world with more joy and bliss. Each one of you, each one that aligns with your passion, with your bliss, you shine with a radiant light, a magnetism that attracts and sometimes repels. But those that are attracted, they will become activated. They too will seek the mysteries within themselves, and they will find them because they are there. Love one another. Dissolve the barriers within your heart, the separations, the shadows that lurk in the corners of your heart, those places we choose not to love, those parts of ourselves we choose to condemn and judge. Judgment, only brings separation. Love those parts of your being. Nurture those parts of yourself. Every part of you is valuable. Every part of you is there for a reason. The Magdalene followed and continued the work of her partner and teacher and beloved, Yeshua, in the sacred lands of the Iberian Peninsula and of France and of the British Isles. She spread the love light, the way of love. She embodied the teachings that liberate the soul from repeating endless karmic cycles. Come back to embodiment, come back to oneness, come back to your soul. From there, expand. From this infinite alignment to Source God, Goddess Allah, expand. Let go of the fear, let go of the fear, let go of the fear. Allow, receive the highest light. Receive the infinite wisdom that exists within, just waiting to be activated. The more you align, the more truth and wisdom will be revealed. The more you will feel joy, even in the mundane, because there is no mundane. Your bliss is to be found in all things, in all people, in all manners and shapes and sizes. Bliss is simply a frequency, one that makes your soul sing, that makes you feel alive, pulsing with infinite light in creation. Allow the light to guide you. Allow yourself to receive love. Receive this infinite light. Receive the wisdom. And take aligned action. There are so many places, so many activations. Remember, there is no one that is better than the other. There are only the ones that are in alignment or not in alignment. No value judgments need to be had. Each of you is on your own soul journey, your own soul path, to experience life on this earth. As human, remembering and embodying your infinite essence. Allow yourself to go on the journey. Allow yourself to go deeper. The deeper you go, the more treasures you will find. The treasures of the divine that exist within you, exist within all, exist within everyone, everything. Dissolve the walls of separation. Dissolve the fear. Embody your light. Choose love. Come back into harmony and alignment with your soul essence, with your light, with love. Allow the love of the divine to flow through you, knowing that it is you. It is you. You are Source God, Goddess. We can mirror the divine. We mirror it by choosing creation, choosing love, choosing forgiveness, choosing compassion, choosing to radiate hope, beauty, joy, harmony, peace. Anchor these in your being, in your heart. Ahava, Amen. Blessed be all you, all of you. Blessed be the fruits of your creations. Blessed be your words. Blessed be your actions, your steps. Amen. Wow. I'm incredibly floaty. Let me ground a little bit. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Take another deep breath. And exhale. That was a beautiful, powerful activation. How wonderful. Thank you, Hathors. Thank you, Pleiades. So I'm going to go sit on the grass. I invite you to do the same. Sit on the grass, put your bare feet on the grass, eat something, drink water, because that was very powerful. Yeah. Whoa. There's a lot in there, and I can remember bits and pieces, not like all of it, but I know the gist of it. Like, I feel the energy of it. So for me, harmony, love, forgiveness, oneness, embodiment. So meditate on these. Listen to the sound activation, which I'm sure is going to be infused with all of these frequencies. And feel free to come back to this whenever you'd like. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on via my email on my website, ausetkalchemy.com, ausetkalchemy.com/podcasts, and you can take another listen to this. You can take a listen to the sound activation. There are a bunch of other episodes on there as well. Please enjoy. You can also find me on Instagram. Hold the Shehina podcast. Sorry, Hold the Shehina is the Instagram. HOLDTHESHEKINAH. Do give me a follow there. Comment as always, and share your thoughts. I love to hear from you. You can also follow my personal Instagram, which is, well, it's personal/work. It's not personal because all of my work is on there. AUREALARA is my Instagram. You can give me a follow there, and reach out to me with any questions, any feedback. I know this had a bit of interference, but sometimes the frequencies are so high that it does interfere with electronics. It just is what it is. So I do hope that you bear with me and just receive the wisdom, even though it's not perfect with the technology. We're also in Mercury retrograde. So take this time, drink plenty of water, ground, nurture yourself, meditate, journal, allow yourself to really embody the wisdom that was received. Have a blessed rest of your day. Ahava.